Hello my dirty little dumplings and welcome back to Brian Abroad. If the YouTube algorithm has just brought you here for the first time, hi, I'm Brian. I am an American living abroad here in China, and I like to call people who watch my videos, especially the people who have been here since the beginning, my dirty little dumplings. It's kind of an inside joke. Basically, the first week that I came to China, I got really sick from eating dirty little dumplings from a dirty little restaurant, and I ended up in the dirty little hospital. Actually, the hospital wasn't dirty at all. I just felt like I needed to keep that structure going. But yeah, I ended up in the hospital that a total stranger that I happened to just ask for directions put me on the back of his scooter and drove me to. If you're interested in hearing more about that story, there is a video about it here on my channel. Most of the videos here are about my experiences in China. Some of them are just about completely random things like Pokemon, Halloween, horror movies, Star Wars, other things that I'm interested in. If any of that sounds interesting to you, consider subscribing and I'll send you some dirty little dumplings. For today's video, I thought I'd just show you guys what a normal day off might look like here for someone living in China. I am a teacher, which means I'm on my summer vacation right now, but only for like 10 more days. And I have some plans to meet up with a friend to go check out Beijing's 798 Art District. So I figured I'd take you guys along with me. But the first thing is that I actually didn't have breakfast yet today, so we're gonna take care of that first. When I first came to China in 2016, the streets were lined with all of these red and yellow food carts, and you could get all kinds of different street food morning, noon, and night. It was cheap, it was fast, it was tasty. And at some point I went home to visit America, and when I came back, they were all closed and the government was in the process of pulling them all out of the ground. To this day, I still don't really know like what exactly happened. It was definitely very missed, but it seems like in the past couple weeks, the government has started to put out new ones in the form of these green food trucks. And the one that's right near my apartment here is open. So we're gonna go ahead and check that out first. All right, so here we are at our little green food cart. Out here, they have a menu with all the different food options. And today we're gonna be trying to get one of these 煎饼果子。要一个煎饼，对，不加辣，对，其他的都可以。好的。8块钱，8块。收钱包到账8。I want to eat this so bad, but it's so hot that I can barely even hold it, even through the plastic and paper. But I'm gonna take a bite and I'll let you know how it is. I just swallowed a whole I just swallowed a whole onion. Clearly this video's off to a great start. Burning my hand, I just choked on an onion. I'm covered in sweat. It's a pretty good day. I mean, this is like a typical day here, so technically it's not too far off from what I said in the intro. This is great. It's really salty, it's crispy, it's full of really nice sauce and vegetables, and also the price for this is like $1 and some change in American dollars, so that's pretty cool. I'm really happy to know that this is right down the street from my house. I just had to go on like a mystical journey to find a trash can. But anyway, the place that I'm going to with my friend, it's very far away. Beijing is massive. Basically, it's gonna take me 2 to 2.5 hours to get there by subway, and you're still in the same city even 2.5 hours later. So pretty wild. Beijing has tons of subway lines. We have like 15 or 17 different subway lines, something like that. And new lines and stations are being added all the time. But unfortunately, there is no subway line that's like right next to my apartment. So I'm gonna grab a bike really quick and bike to the closest train station. Also, I'm really bad at riding a bike. And there we go, it's all unlocked. Oh my god, you guys, I didn't know this was gonna be like the Tour de France. I'm really bad at riding a bike because when I was a kid, we just didn't really like have bikes. It wasn't something that we did. I remember when I was a kid, my friend Sean gave me his old bike because he got a new bike and I was practicing riding it by myself. I totally wiped out. The handlebars did like a complete 180 turn and slashed my stomach. I fell face first into the ground on top of the bike, right in front of some teenage girl who was sitting on her steps. That girl just could not be bothered whatsoever. I was really dramatic. It was like that video of the wine lady who's like stomping the grapes and then she falls and she's like, ooh, ooh. That was literally me on the street. And the girl was just watching me from her steps. And she waited like 5 minutes of me moaning and groaning in obvious not okayness. And she was like, are you like okay? Like, no, I'm not okay. She offered zero help. And I don't know, I think ever since that moment, I've been like really scarred about bike riding. But everybody here in China has a bike and a scooter. And you know, when in Rome, I'm trying to get better at it, but I'm not good at like steering around all those obstacles. And we have this awesome delivery service here for food and packages. So those scooter guys will come racing right past you and they start beeping at you when they're behind you to let you know. And that just like totally messes up my whole life, and I start to get really wobbly and shaky. Here comes one now, I think. Hello, sir, please don't kill me. Speaking of being terrible at bike riding, apparently I was just driving with the kickstand out the whole time and it scraped against the pavement, so that's great. One thing that's nice about China is that it's a lot greener than I thought it would be when I got here. Like, there's parks everywhere, there's places for people to walk and chill out. Even the roads, I don't know if you can see the road from this particular angle, but like all the medians in between the lanes have flowers and trees, and it's really nice. Also, the roads here aren't crumbling. It's not like back home, especially after the winter time, after like plowing the snow, there's like potholes and all this other stuff in the roads. I've never really seen anything like that in all the time I've been here. There's a nice little area. You can just sit on the bench. There's no light here, so I'm guessing this is like a drive at your own risk situation. Okay. Those are not real flowers. It's like a flower carpet wrapped around a pole. Oh, and here's the river. It's nice to have a bit of a bike ride and not always rely on like the bus and the subway and a taxi to take you everywhere here. Drivers here, they won't let you go. They'll do anything to get where they're going before you do, even though you're just a lowly pedestrian. This is the local hospital. It's really nice. They just built this new building. Unfortunately, I have been inside, not because of the dirty little dumplings. I was in a different place at that time. They also built this like above ground trolley, kind of like the green line that we have back in Boston, but it's kind of weird. It doesn't go very far. It costs more money than the bus and nobody's ever really on it. I don't really know like what the long-term plan is, but I guess that's something else I can contend with and try not to get run over by on this harrowing bike trip. Either I'm gonna get killed or I'm gonna kill someone else. Embarrassing. The subway here is really reliable, with trains coming roughly every 4 to 7 minutes, unlike back home in Boston where sometimes you're waiting 10 to 12 minutes for a train. Every platform has these little doors that don't open until the train comes to a complete stop, so nobody gets hurt. And the train is pretty quiet and clean, and most people just keep to themselves. Also, all the cars are connected, so it's really easy to walk through the whole train to look for seats. What's kind of funny about taking the train here is the incredibly long transfers from line to line. As soon as the train doors open, everyone rushes for the escalators because nobody wants to have to take the stairs, and then it's a mad dash through the station to find the next subway line. To be honest, it feels more like an airport a lot of the times than a subway station. I was lucky enough to get to do this twice on this trip. And the trip from the subway to the street is equally as long and crazy. So I just got off the train and now I have to walk about 20 minutes or so to get to the 798. There's a speaker in the bushes announcing delicious beef noodles. It scared me a little bit. I was like, God, is that you offering me beef noodles? Also, no, masks are not required in China anymore. I continue to wear it on the subway because I don't like being around that many people unmasked. And if I hear like coughing and all that, I just get a little bit like, ugh. Life here is basically completely back to normal. There's no mask testing. There's no health code scanning. You can travel wherever you want. If ever I'm around like a huge group of people, I just put my mask on so that I can hopefully continue to avoid getting sick again, because it was not the best experience of my life. So I've arrived at the 798. I don't really know how I'm gonna find my friend because it's massive here and we've been trying to message each other to figure out like where we are, and I have no idea where she is. So I'm just gonna like enjoy the scenery. Look at the flowers. Oh, look at those. And hopefully we stumble into each other sooner rather than later. Ashley! Ashley, it's hot. Why did we agree to do this today?
Because the other days were hotter.
So this is Ashley. We both met at my first job here in China. She's also American like me, but is it safe to say that most people probably just assume that
Yeah,
I'm a Chinese person?
Not Chinese, Korean.
Do you have any examples of strange times that people thought you were Chinese, but obviously you're not?
Let's see, every time I go out, I get asked directions by lost Chinese tourists, and I'm the last person they should ask.
Do you ever give them directions anywhere there, or you're just like, it's over there?
I'm over there.
So this is the 798, and basically there's just art and little shops everywhere. There's all kinds of murals and exhibits. Some of them are free, you can just walk in, and some of them you do have to pay for. It's very industrial here. There's all kinds of interesting structures made out of pipes and generators and all kinds of old factory parts. And then there's a lot of cool little stores that have handmade things, like this one here.
Wow, these are vastly overpriced.
This is my useless superhero power, is being able to find Halloween stuff no matter where I am or what time of year it is. Cute. We're here at Tiger Vintage Store. Oh, thank you, kind madam.
So vintage headbands.
It smells vintage in here. We just got here to the Common Art Gallery. I think this one might be a free one, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look. Okay, so this exhibit is actually 30 RMB to get into, which is like $4, and it's air conditioned in here, so we're gonna do it.
Would this be a good picture if I wasn't so sweaty?
What's happening here? What?
That was interesting. I don't really know what I saw. It was like horny cartoon people, but it was really cool in there. So that's always good.
This one I think is free. It's called Gallery. Let's check it out. This is cool, but I don't know what it is. For the wall?
I would hope so, because that'd be a very uncomfortable necklace. Oh, wow. She naked.
So we just saw something that caught our eyes. It's called Arrows, Death, and Robots. And apparently it's up here in this gallery. So we're gonna go ahead and see what the situation is there. Here at another free exhibit, Liu Yingxi Works exhibition. It smells very flowery. Is that a bird inside? Yes, there's a bird inside. One in the banks. Oh my god! She just got attacked by a bird. Oh,
In a building?
Inside, in an art gallery.
That's a giraffe.
You don't like the giraffe? Uh-huh. Rub-a-dub-dub. Here we are in the tub. These are hers too. The name, it says it's hers, so she obviously has capabilities in a bunch of different styles. We have a lot. We have a butt crack, we have a weird massage, we have the earth. There's even like a face inside the earth. Where are the whales? Oh, the whale, yeah. I would love to hear like the actual story behind the painting, because as you can tell, I am not an art critic, and this is just a lot. I think this naked child in the mountains will top it off for us. Ooh!
Oh, is he back?
He's on my back. I made a friend. Oh! Oh no! Stay very still and it won't hurt you. Did you have this on your bingo for today? Become friends with a bird?
Oh yeah. Hello.
Oh, he's singing to you.
I really need my eyes. Please don't attack me.
Can I get him to like come off you, or will he bite me? No, he's trying to bite me. Well, Ashley, congratulations. You have a permanent bird. Oh, now run. Run. So we're gonna go check out this like interplanetary VR science fiction future robot situation exhibit. Can you tell I don't know what it's actually called? 2 tickets, please. That's my boy. I've never seen these movies, so I can't really offer up any words of wisdom, but I have been on the ride at Universal Studios in Orlando before. They gave us these secret agent badges and they told us that it's a souvenir, we can keep it. Oh my. Get him, Ashley. Oh, you'll never last a day on the Ghostbusters. Yeah! Wait, who is it and what do they want? Typical Ashley at her job. I'm gonna take this one home to my cat. Darn it. Now we're heading off to the MIB headquarters. What's on the menu, buddy?
Apparently his morning roll.
Apparently it's, yeah, his morning dong. Tomato sentiment egg. Oh, that says crap stick. Oh, is this a giant memory erasing stick? Please erase my memories. Oh, thank you. That was interesting. It was fun. It looked cool.
Like,
Yeah.
look, temperature wise.
Yeah, it was very air conditioned, which is the most important part of this whole journey. I know that I said I was going to show you guys art, but like really, I'm just trying to show you guys who has the best air conditioning in the 798. All right, our next stop is this bakery here called Chocolat. Chocolate acquired. We're heading into another exhibit here. There's art inside here. You have to put your eye up to it. Let's see if I can do this with the camera. Look at that. This one's interesting. There's the Monkey King from Journey to the West, but they're fighting an army of dinosaur warriors. This is Shan, which is the character from Mountain. I'm trying to figure out if these are all pictures of mountains. I do see some mountains here. So there's some information behind these doors here. Let's open 666.
The important thing in life is not the triumph, but the struggle. The essential thing is not to have conquered, but to have fought well. How about 777? I withdrew all the way. I withdrew to the only place I could, into myself. I think 666 was a little bit more optimistic. Apparently in this museum there's a power outage on the second floor, but the exhibit is upstairs. So they gave us 2 tickets for the price of 1, and now we're gonna go upstairs and see what we're actually able to see, considering there's no power up here. The stairs are cool though, they're like comic book stairs. Aha. Okay, so obviously it's quite dark. You can still kind of see, but it's not really like very clear, especially the further you get away from the light. All right, our next step is a little bit unusual. We're going to see The World of Peter Rabbit, a timeless adventure, because Ashley happened to see it when she was walking by, and she said that Peter Rabbit was a big part of her childhood. So let's check out Peter Rabbit. You would think that Peter Rabbit exhibit would not be in this dark, sketchy hallway. Come on, kids, I got a van full of Peter Rabbits. The mysterious puddles really add to the whole Peter Rabbit experience. I'm feeling very hippity-hoppity right now. If this was America, this would actually be like kind of scary. But because it's China, there's really nothing to worry about. Are you sure?
Well, Laura says so. See? There's a Peter Rabbit squirrel.
Oh, you're right. It does say like straight.
It's
Okay.
to test you. Are you brave enough to go down the creek?
Are you brave enough for Peter Rabbit? Oh, look. We found it. Okay, this is definitely not the exhibit. It's like a Peter Rabbit flea market. So onward we go. Do you know anything that's on this wall? Fierce Bad Rabbit.
I feel that maybe a Chinese.
Translation?
Yeah.
What about Mrs. Tiggy Winkle?
No.
Is he gonna tell you a story? I was not expecting a brush with Peter Rabbit. We're getting all the wildlife today. We got birds, we got rabbits. What a cute little house. Who's that I see? Is it Peter Rabbit? No, it's not. It's just Ashley. Ashley, did Peter Rabbit live up to your childhood expectations?
Oh yeah, so amazing.
Did
I got to
you-
meet him in real life.
We did. We did get ambushed by Peter Rabbit. I kind of wanted to take a picture with him. We saw him again, but he
was running away
Yeah,
fast.
he ran off again. You know how Peter Rabbit is. Can't catch him. But that was cute, and now we are on our way to find food somewhere because we're starving. And we really just need to like sit down because we're old and tired. Our travels have brought us here to Jing A Brewing Company. Jing A is a Western-style bar and restaurant, so obviously this won't be the most authentic Chinese dining experience, but I rarely go out for Western food, and I really love the burgers here. We got the stout bacon cheeseburger with sweet potato fries, and everything was delicious. I haven't had a burger in forever, so it really hit the spot. We just finished our meal and we're walking around, and I found this Poke donuts. Gotta catch them all, I don't know. But I already have a whole bag of junk food, but I'm kind of eyeballing these donuts. They have Boston cream pie one. I'm from Boston. Damn, look at these donuts. It is very hard to find a good donut here that actually feels like a donut. The Boston cream one is calling my name. How's that?
Kind of like, you have Krispy Kremes.
Oh my God, Krispy Kreme is so good. All the ones near me closed.
Kind of like that, but a little cakier. Like the glaze reminds me of Krispy Kreme. It's
But
good,
the donut is
but the
not quite
donut's
right.
a little more cakey.
It looks really thick, so that's kind of not surprising. I'm a really bad friend because I dragged Ashley over here in pursuit of donuts. I didn't actually get a donut, and then she got a donut, and so I feel like I'm a terrible person now. But I hope your donut's good. I'm gonna go ahead and get some coffee from Pete's because I didn't actually have coffee today. I was supposed to have coffee hours ago, but we just got sidetracked by the art.
The Pete's here did have some specialty drinks based on Beijing favorites. They had Hawthorne cold brew and a Beijing style flat white based on this red bean roll. But I don't like fruity coffee and the flat white could only be made hot, so I got a caramel chunk latte. It comes with these dried caramel chunks that dissolve in the coffee and it tastes pretty good.
All right, we just stepped out of the 798 and we're here at 751. This is cool. They have a pastry place that's inside of an old train car. I should have had coffee here just for the experience. This would have been pretty cool. They've heard about me. Up here on the second level. You can see all the old factories that used to be here in the distance. This looks really cool. We got some dancing in the park going on, dancing on the bridge.
So it's starting to get dark out, so there's probably not a whole lot more that we're gonna get accomplished here today in the 798 or the 751, I guess. But thank you for joining us today on our little art adventure. If you like this video and you'd like to see more videos like this one here on my channel, please remember to click that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell so that you get notified when I upload a new video here on this channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye, Ashley. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a friend. You're my favorite golden girl.
That's my mom's name. Hi, Mom.
Your mom has a gallery?
Great gallery. Yeah, she's a world traveler.